Hello there, guys, and welcome to this week's edition of Transformer of the Week. Well, I'm looking at this guy. This is Cyclonus, the classic Cyclonus. This is particularly one that's from the Reveal the Shield 2-pack Battle in Space. So it came with Rodimus as well. That's a whole different story, but to this bot. So yeah, this is Cyclonus. I mean, there's something about this jet mode. It's both really good, but it's also quite naff in a way. It's got some quite naff things about it. But I mean, look at this dead on. It is just, that is gorgeous. That cockpit and the nose cone is just gorgeous. But then if you look here, you can start seeing bits of gappiness and stuff like that. You know, it's, yeah, I don't really like to complain about undersides of things. So the undersides aren't too bad. But then, just the rear end is just, how gappy is that? And just, there's lots of right angles and stuff where, you know, just things just where it should just be a smooth, nice smooth line, but there's like just gaps in it, and it just kind of just ruins the streamlined aerodynamicness that I'd want of a Cyclonus. I mean, other than, but you know, props where it's due. It's just an absolutely lovely colour. Yeah, I just like that bit. I like that bit. I like that bit. And then this bit is just, yeah, people have gaps. I can see me. I can see myself. Hello, through. I can actually look through this. There's a little like mask. Hello, I'm at a masquerade ball. I'm wearing a Cyclonus. You know what I mean? It's just got that many gaps that you can actually look through it, which is not necessarily a good thing. Not necessarily a good thing. It is not a good thing. That is not a good thing to be able to look through a Transformer. I can see you perfectly behind this bit of plastic. It's at least the plastic's good quality, and the plastic isn't see-through. And this is days of good plastic. It's a nice, various shades of purple. Cyclonus doesn't come along. Like I said, he came with Rodimus, so that's a different story. But it also comes with this guy. This is Nightstick. He's his target master partner. Let's just get him into robot mode or nebula mode, whichever you like. He's a good target master. I think target masters are my favourite kind of master. But this one is a very good example. He's got some nice swivel joints on here, so nice swivel joints and that. A nice kicking up leg and a little bit of a toe wiggle. And then his transformation, it's a little bit more involved than just bending in half. So you flip that up, then you curl up his abs and swing down his arms, so you're not quite bending in half, just a little bit more than that. And then I think it's best if you fold his arms. You can either have his arms like that, classic style, or if you just fold them up. You just form a perfect line, just make the gun just a little bit more block. That's a nice little space gun. That's a nice space gun, and it's not necessarily a guy folded up. So I like that. I like that as a gun. Anyway, Cyclonus being a transformer also does transform, and he's got some nice stuff going on. So first off is open that up. The nose cone here is on a little bit of a thing, so that folds down, and then this whole assembly somehow folds up back there. Flip his head around, these bits come up around and plug into place. Oh, that's unplugging. These pop down, hands unfurl. He's got some, you know, classic transformation moves, really. So, and it's a good transformation. It's a good transformation. It's a lot of fun, this transformation. I like his legs. His legs are a good transformation. Look, so they kind of separate out there, and it's like 2 inches and that. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! That is a good bit of transformation. Here we go. See that again. So they just unpeg. They both fold round and then click back together, then pull out his foot spur and his foot. And that, my friends, is pretty much the reveal, the Shield Classics line Cyclonus. That is what we're talking about. That is what gives this figure his reputation of being a damn good toy. I mean, that is just, oh yeah. I don't know if we can catch it here, but he does have some of the most amazing light piping going. He's notorious for how good his light piping is Cyclonus. His head's on a little swivel. I quite like having him, reveal the shield thing. On the first release, he would have had just his Decepticon symbol there, and now he's got the black badge that you can rub to reveal a Decepticon symbol. I quite like having his faction symbol rubbed out, because it kind of, I like my IDW, and so it fits better with an IDW, even though this no way, but in shape or form looks like the IDW Cyclonus. He's not quite angular enough, and not quite, he's got some weird angles going on as IDW Cyclonus, but he's good enough. He's good enough. This guy's a bit more, he's good enough. And so with him not having his faction symbol blanked out, it kind of he can fit in with the Lost Lighters a bit more than he could if he was just a out and out Decepticon badge wearing prick. Anyway, so nice kit. Found the Grail and the Shrubbery. Holds really well in his hand, like so. And then, if you're a fan of the Target Masters series, it wasn't actually he never actually was in the Headmasters series from Takara. He never actually was a Target Master. But he was in the season 4 or the Rebirth, Transformers the Rebirth for the Western release, which I always thought in the Western release Target Masters were very counterintuitive, because all they do, they'd wait till they get into battle, and then they'd throw the guns, just throw the guns. The guns would then transform and start pulling out little pistols and shooting people. But it's like, why do you have the little guys running around, and then when you get into battle, the little guys turn into your guns? That would make a little bit more sense. It's just very counterintuitive. So we've got a peg there, because in the Takara version, the Target Master's guns actually docked onto holes in the onto the replace the hands. So he can also do that on either arm. He's only got the 5mm hole in his fist on one hand, but he can hold his blaster as a peg on that hand and on that hand, because the dual is like thrusters in Robo. Yes, that is pretty much reveal the Shield Cyclonus. I mean, he's got just great this classics line. Some of them just absolutely spectacular robots that have just great, a lot of play in them, a lot of I was going to say articulation, dynamic. They've got a lot of dynamicness about them, and I like that. So I think he's worth picking up. He's quite, you can get him from a nice bargain on eBay if you're putting any effort into finding him. If you wanted to just go out and buy him on eBay, it's going to cost a lot. I actually found that getting the revealed Shield 2-pack wasn't as, it was almost as much as you'd pay for either of those individually, so that might be a good way to go if you've not got either of them. And you also get a little metal matrix with it as well, which is awesome. Anyway, yes, so that's Cyclonus. That has been my Transformer of the week. Join me next time when we'll talk about another Transformer and gush about it, and just, yes, with the Cyclonus, that's not focusing. Bye!